welcome back to Ask Maana. So in today's video, I want to share with you guys something that I learned. Okay, it stems around Simon Sinek's why, right? So i.e., why do you do what you do, essentially? And I attended, it was a corporate event. We had somebody who was brought in as a motivational speaker, and this person promised to help us unlock our potential. Awesome. And so he spoke and he shared with us his perspective on Simon Sinek's why. And so he asked us, what is your why? And it wasn't to make money, it needed to be something deeper. And he shared with us his version of why, which was his son. That's why he wakes up in the morning. That's why he does what he does, to be the best version of himself so he can be the best dad. And he loves his son like nothing else in the world. And so I sat there around age 25 or so, maybe younger, and I'm going, what is my why? I didn't have any kids, I wasn't married, I was raised by my grandparents, and I love them dearly. And the truth is, a lot of the choices that I made were centered around them and their well-being and me taking care of them. But the difference was, unlike with him, and his child who has the rest of his life ahead of him, my grandparents were at the end of their lives. So unfortunately, as bad as it may sound, I had to ask myself, that's all well and good, and I'm happy that they are one of the reasons I do what I do when I wake up in the morning. But it's not a good idea for me to have them only. And since then to now, a lot has happened. I've grown, I've made mistakes, I've messed up a lot of stuff. And so I find myself after some soul searching going, okay, so what is your why? And I had to look internally. I had to go, what is something that isn't dependent on someone else? Be it a child, be it a spouse, be it my loved one. Why do I do what I do? And I had to look internally and go, why? I'm the reason. I'm enough. I exist. I owe it to myself and my maker. That's enough. Now, I'm not saying that you should go ahead and adopt the same as me. Everyone's why is different. Everyone's purpose is different. And that's absolutely okay. But I want to go back to the 25-year-old who was sitting there in this auditorium going, well, damn it, I don't know. And feeling lost, feeling frustrated that here was somebody who was successful, who's built many businesses, who's done what I want to do and is on a public platform helping others. So I have to figure out my why, like him, or I'm going to fail. And that was unfair of me. And it wasn't his fault either, it was mine. Nobody told me to do that. So the purpose of today's video and the message that I want to send is, we are overwhelmed with content. Ironically, I'm making content. But we're overwhelmed with content from everywhere, and it's a lot. Is any of it wrong? Maybe. Is any of it right? Maybe. It's okay for you to question it, for you to find how this works for you, to ask questions and go, this isn't going to help me. How do you perceive it? Because the power of perception is so important. That's why we need people around us, so you can ask. One of the biggest lessons I learned in life is to ask for help. I'll do another video on that later on. Please like and subscribe. There is more, so much more to come, and I can't wait to share it all with you. Take care. It's caught in the crossfire.